Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Money Girl Podcast. I'm Laura Adams, and I really appreciate you downloading this week's show, which is number 373, called 5 Decisions Millennials Must Make to Grow Rich. In each podcast, I always mention lots of resources, and the nice thing is that you don't have to write them down because they're always in the show transcript, which you'll find on the Money Girl section at quickanddirtytips.com. If you want more money tips and advice, I'd love for you to connect with me on the Money Girl Facebook page or on Twitter. My username there is my name, Laura Adams, with no space, LauraAdams. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the Money Girl newsletter, that's a great way to get exclusive tips that you won't find in the podcast. In today's show, I'm going to answer a question from a Money Girl listener named Ben, who says, "Thank you for doing the podcast. It's been very helpful to me. What advice do you have for people in their 20s that will make a huge difference later on and ensure a lifetime of financial success?" Ben, thank you for being a part of the Money Girl community and sending in this great question. I'm going to discuss some common financial challenges that young people face and how to overcome them. We're going to cover 5 important decisions that millennials, or anyone who's just starting out, must make to grow rich. If you were born after 1980, you're part of the millennial generation and are between the ages of about 18 and 33 or maybe 34 as I'm recording this show in 2014. You're also known as Generation Y because you came after Generation X, which is my generation. Gen X are people born from about 1964 to 1980. Besides the nickname Gen X, millennials have some other nicknames that are not quite so flattering. You guys have been dubbed the boomerang generation because members have a propensity to move back home with their parents, maybe due to financial hardships. Millennials have also been dubbed the Peter Pan generation, which refers to a perceived immaturity or unwillingness to grow up and start a career, get married, and have children. Now, before you think that everyone's pegged young folks as slackers, various studies and surveys about millennials have also shown that you're an incredibly educated and optimistic group. But that education comes at a cost, as so many of you who are burdened with huge amounts of student loan debt know all too well. Additionally, many millennials were traumatized by the last recession, don't like the stock market, and are leery of investing. No matter if you agree with these millennial characteristics or feel stereotyped by them, here are 5 decisions that you, or anyone who wants to achieve financial success, must make in order to grow rich. Decision number 1, live within your means. One of the most important decisions to make when you're starting out is to live within your means, or never spend more than you earn. It sounds so logical and simple, right? Well, unfortunately, it's incredibly easy to overspend when you make credit card charges that you can't pay off in full each month. Your life may not be as lavish as your parents', your high-earning friends, or your friends who live beyond their means. That's okay. With hard work, smart spending, and consistent saving, you can achieve your financial goals and dreams. No one said we were entitled to have everything we want right out of the gate. Living within your means comes down to aligning your spending with your values. So think about what you really want to do or have and make sure you're allocating your money there and never spending mindlessly. Shifting into conscious spending and saving is a simple but powerful milestone that's required to grow rich. I discuss the psychology of spending and how to set your priorities in Chapter 1 of my book, Money Girl: Smart Moves to Grow Rich. Decision number 2, leverage the power of time. If building wealth is one of your goals, the second decision you must make is to value your time and put it on your side. Here's why that's so important. Let's say you go out to lunch with coworkers every day and spend $15. That's almost $4,000 per year that you could be funneling into a retirement account if you brought leftovers to work instead. If you're 25 years old and invest $4,000 a year into an IRA or 401k, you'll amass a surprisingly huge retirement nest egg. With an average annual return of 7%, you'd have close to $1 million by the time you're in your mid-60s. Now, I'm not saying that you should never go out to lunch or spend money on entertainment. My point is that you should never spend habitually or unconsciously without understanding the security and future financial freedom that you may be giving up if you invested that money instead. I want to thank Wealthfront for sponsoring this show. Wealthfront is the automated investment service that makes it easy to invest your money the right way. Wealthfront software manages your money using strategies previously available to only the wealthiest investors for just 1/4 of the cost of using a traditional advisor. Wealthfront monitors your account 24/7, automatically rebalancing your portfolio, reinvesting dividends, and working to maximize your after-tax returns. Wealthfront is also overseen by a team of investment experts. These are the same experts who launched the index fund revolution and who've written some of the most important books in finance. You can visit wealthfront.com/moneygirl to learn more and to get your first $10,000 managed for free. Wealthfront Inc. is an SEC-registered investment advisor. Brokerage services are offered through Wealthfront Brokerage Corporation, member FINRA and SIPC. This is not a solicitation to buy or sell securities. Investing in securities always involves risks, and there is the possibility of losing money. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. Please visit wealthfront.com to read their full investing disclosure. Decision number 3. Make saving a habit. When you're just starting out, it can be difficult to start saving and investing on a regular basis. Few people feel like they have discretionary or extra money to set aside. But you must create the habit of saving, even small amounts, as early as possible, no matter how much it hurts. Here's a quote from Aristotle that sums it up. "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." I recommend that you make a habit to save a minimum of 10 to 15% of your gross income, starting with your very first paycheck. If you have a retirement plan at work, such as a 401k or 403b, that's an extremely valuable benefit that you should never pass up. And if you don't have a workplace retirement plan, open up and contribute to an IRA instead. In the show notes, I'll include a link to some great places to open up an IRA. Decision number 4. Always have a financial safety net. When you have trouble getting ahead financially, one of the most common roots of that problem is not having a safety net, such as emergency savings. For instance, if you have an unexpected car repair or lose your job, you may have no option but to finance your expenses on a credit card. Then the debt accrues interest and grows bigger every month, becoming even more difficult to pay off. Instead, make a decision to save and always keep a minimum of 3 to 6 months' worth of your living expenses in an FDIC-insured bank savings account. If you're starting from zero, start with a small goal, like saving $100 first, then building up to $500, $1,000, and so on. Consider automating your emergency savings by having a small percentage of your paycheck deposited into a separate account. After a couple of paychecks, you won't even notice that 2 or 3% is missing from your main account. The peace of mind that a financial cushion gives you is amazing. So cut your spending and make temporary sacrifices in order to fund your emergency savings account as quickly as possible. Decision number 5. Get the credit you deserve. A study from Experian, which is one of the nationwide credit bureaus, revealed that many millennials have poor credit because they don't pay their bills on time. If you're habitually paying bills late, please realize that your payment history is the most important factor in calculating your credit scores. Another study from the Consumer Federation of America showed that millennials don't understand how far-reaching or important credit is to their entire financial life. Only 18% know the types of businesses, including lenders, credit card issuers, insurers, utility companies, and cell phone carriers that can use your credit to evaluate you as a potential customer. Building good credit doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of having credit accounts, such as a credit card or car loan, and managing them responsibly over time. Take advantage of online bill pay through your bank or using an application like Quicken to make sure your money management never slips through the cracks. To learn more ways to build and maintain excellent credit, don't miss the free tutorial that I created for you called the Credit Score Survival Kit. It includes a video, audio, and ebook with smart strategies to build credit fast. The video even lets you look over my shoulder as I check my own credit, so you see how easy it is. Again, you can download the Credit Score Survival Kit for free at smartmovestogrowrich.com. That's smartmovestogrowrich.com. If you have a money question like Ben, be sure to email me at money@quickanddirtytips.com or post it on the Money Girl Facebook page. And if you don't have a specific question but are enjoying the show, well, I'd really like to know that too. You can post a review of the show in iTunes. That allows me to reach even more subscribers and help more people live a richer life. I'm glad you're listening. Cha-ching! That's all for now. Courtesy of Money Girl, your guide to a richer life.